Welcome back, beautiful soul. Today we're diving into a question that I know so many women whisper to themselves, as I have done so many times. Why do I feel like I'm in the same emotional loop again? Didn't I just deal with this? If you've ever felt like you're repeating the same emotional pattern every single month, the same trigger, the same shutdown, the same spiral, and the same self-sabotage, then this episode is going to land deeply for you. Because what if you're not stuck? What if you're not going backwards? What if you're not failing at healing? What if you're simply out of rhythm with your own cycle? So today I'm going to show you the one behaviour that keeps women stuck every moon cycle and how to break the loop for good. So let's get to it. Let's start with the truth that most women were never taught. I know I wasn't. You are not linear. You are cyclical. Your emotions, your energy, your clarity, your intuition, they all move in phases, just like the moon. But we live in a world that expects women to be the same every day. Same productivity, same mood, same clarity, and same capacity. And when you try to force yourself into a linear model, patriarchy, the masculine model, your body pushes back. The pushback is what you call the emotional loop. And it's not a loop. It's a cycle. And cycles repeat not because you're failing, but because you're evolving and you're starting to listen. So here it is. The behavior that keeps women stuck every single moon cycle. You abandon your inner rhythm and try to operate in a world that isn't built for your nature. The patriarchal 9 to 5 that is built around the masculine cycle of 24 hours, not feminine 28-day cycle. So every time you are overriding your body, every time you ignore your intuition, every time you push through instead of pausing, every time you shame yourself for feeling, and every time you expect yourself to be the same woman every day, you disconnect from your cycle and your greatest power. And when you disconnect from your cycle, your emotions have no choice but to repeat themselves. And again, that's not because you're broken, but because your body is trying to bring you back home, to within, to your cycle. And you can learn to do so again. Because a woman in touch with her cycle is really powerful. And here's where it gets magical. Every single moon phase reveals a different emotional pattern. It's not a surprise to me that the moon cycles and the woman cycles work together pretty much around the 28 days together. This makes complete sense to me because we are nature. So every moon phase reveals a different emotional pattern. The waning moon, it shows you what needs to be released. The new moon shows you what you desire. The waxing moon shows you where you self-sabotage. And the full moon shows you what's overflowing and brings to light what is and is not working for you. So if you feel stuck every month, the moon there is highlighting the same behavior that you haven't released yet, not to punish you, but to free you. Your emotional loop is actually a monthly invitation. And then in future episodes, I may actually go into, it's not just the moon, but then your own inner cycle as well. And if you're still bleeding, your inner winter, if your winter is around the full moon and needing that extra potent energy of the moon for release to be able to step into the woman that you're becoming, or if you're bleeding around the new moon and that's the like kind of like the White Witch new creation area. There is so much more to your bleeding cycle and where it is in the phases of the moon as well, and the cycles. And when you start to track the cycle, your own or the moon, or the way that they go together, it yields so much potent healing information. As I said, the emotional loop is actually a monthly invitation. It's actually about reconnecting to your rhythm. And here are 5 tips to how you can start reconnecting. Number 1, track your emotional patterns across the moon cycle. You'll see similar or same themes appear at the same time. These are invitations that you can approach with curiosity. 2, stop expecting yourself to be the same woman every day. Your power is in your phases. 3, using the waning moon to release the behaviour. This is a phase designed for letting go. Number 4, let your body lead. As I mentioned before about your own inner cycle, if you are still bleeding, even when we're not bleeding, we are in certain cycles, and you may notice that the more in tune and aware you are of your inner self, the more your body knows before the mind does. So let your body lead. Number 5, choose differently when the pattern resurfaces. Awareness without action creates the illusion of a loop. If this episode is landing for you, if you're realizing that you're not stuck in your cyclical, if you're ready to stop repeating the same emotional patterns every single month, I hear you. I've done that. Then I want to invite you into something truly powerful, my 10-part Waning Moon Release series. It's a guided journey to help you identify the one behaviour that is keeping you stuck this moon or the next moon cycle and release it for good. This is a work that changes everything. This is where you stop looping and you start rising. You'll find the link to this in the show notes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for choosing yourself. And thank you for remembering that your power is cyclical. It's a really hard word to pronounce. I'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for listening to my mum's podcast. We hope you learned something new. Remember to comment and leave a review.
And remember, you are worthy and you are enough.